Hi there, welcome to another Great British Churches. Today we're at St Michael's Church. No, we're not. It's St Peter's Church.
We're at St Peter's Church in Sibton. I give him one job. One job.
Right, well, let's have a look round.
Let's have a look at the church. We can't really sort of see a lot of the church today because there is someone making an awful lot of noise here. Now you can see that tower is quite sturdy. Oh, there's a gargoyle up there on the corners, look. Then you come down. Now this church is in Sibton, which is next to Peason Hall. And if you come here, take a look over the road. You can't get to it, unfortunately, but you have got a cistercian ruin of a monastery. It's on private ground, but one day a year, it seems, they actually open it up and have like a medieval pageant or something over there. We've only just discovered it, so we don't really know that much about it, because we're just showing you the church while we talk. It's a lovely ruin. This is a lovely church. we have been in it, and we're a bit gobsmacked by it. See, we've sort of got, I don't think they're actual Norman windows, I think they're reproduction. No. But they're just made to look like Norman windows. Lovely church door there, priest door. It's obviously well, fairly new.
This is a strange thing of this church. If you look at the outside, there's a lot of restoration work from the late 19th century.
Yeah.
And when they've built it, the porch, for instance.
There's a graveyard there.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. And the great thing about it, and this is something that Paul always loves, they've got a toilet. And it's not a portaloo.
It's good that church can stand on a site for 1,000 years, and they put the toilets in the 2000s. It's brilliant stuff. Shall we just say about this porch?
Go on then.
The porch was built in 1893, but it's really nice because they've actually built it with a little niche in there to keep it for a saint to stand.
Yeah.
You know, which
I reckon the top of the niche has been reused because it's quite weathered, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Shall we head in, because this church is a bit odd. The outside is in good order, but inside you can see when we go in.
Yeah. Now you can see there's got a Norman doorway. So we're just going to go in.
And that is gorgeous. A very late Norman doorway.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely stunning. Oh, and we've got someone who has put their name in here. We all know how Paul loves a little bit of ancient graffiti.
Henry, I think.
Could be, or Harry.
Harry. Yeah, that's been great.
Over here probably is Harry.
JW.
You know what we're like for pronouncing these.
I love a bit of... Ooh.
What?
Sorry,
oh, there's a cross on the door here, look.
Yes, they often find these on these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little ship, look.
Oh, beautiful.
Little ship.
There is a church not too far from here we've looked at before. It's actually got Viking ships carved into it, and they are, I think, about 900 years old, aren't they, when we researched it.
Right, so we're going to go in. Now you can see there's not very many pews in here. Unfortunately, I don't think this church is used. It does have a sign in the porch saying that it's open for weddings and band readings. There's a map of the graveyard there. And then around the door, you've got this. I think it's Victorian because it's got doers of something there.
Yeah.
Paul seems to think this probably is medieval. I think it is not. We will agree to disagree on this one, I think. Mortlock doesn't mention the stencil. If it is medieval, then it's stencil work rather than...
It looks different to the stuff in the chancel.
But if you look at the writing around the door, that's very Victorian.
Yeah, it is. And let's be honest, right up until the late 18th century, Latin was still used for an awful lot of stuff. And,
yeah.
Who could read anyhow? You know?
Exactly, but I think it's Victorian, or probably a little bit earlier. I might be wrong. Paul may be right. You see, if you had don't know if you're going to be able to see that on the camera, but you can see it here. If you look along the top of that tower arch,
Yes.
you can see something has been written and it's been painted over, look.
Yeah.
Can you see the paintwork looks a little bit darker and I can't make up the words.
No, I can't.
But there's something obviously been painted there.
They spent some work here unless they've tried to copy it and make it look like the rest.
Yeah.
Because actually one of the wow factors with this church is the roof.
Yeah.
Bell tower, can't see any ropes hanging down.
No. You see, and there's this amazing window. I'm now going to pass the camera to Paul because I do have a load of notes here.
Okay.
And it's quite
Hello.
extensive notes because this church is full of monuments, which is brilliant, it really is. There is a lich gate. We haven't filmed that as yet. We might film that on the way out. We have got someone who's
Cutting trees down, so
yeah.
Can I just go show the roof in here? Because we've got the roof on both there on the north aisle. I would imagine the nave roof has been replaced. But look at this. That is 500 or 600 year old timbers up there.
Yeah.
And if you look, there's shields at the end, but they would have likely had angels on.
Yeah,
Because we're in
Suffolk. Somewhere there's angels in here. I don't know where though. Unfortunately, my computer broke down last night. Angels at the bottom.
And she's left it on the side of the road. Angels at the bottom. Oh yes, I can see
it
them
broke
now.
down, so I've had to handwrite notes today.
No problem. Shall we head for the font?
Just bear with me. Well, you can do go notes to the font.
Let's have a look at the font.
Now there is a doorway where there was roof stairs, which
That's up there, yeah.
if I know you're going to wait your drawers over.
I'll have a road screen. We're hoping to get one in later today. It's still actually got one in
This
situ.
is the 15th century font. Now we've got, on the north side, we've got East Anglia, the shields.
We've got those, yeah, there we go.
And then if you go over to the west.
Over to the west. West Griffin, and we have, well, who's that? I don't recognise that one.
It's the Trinity emblem.
Oh, is it? All right. How come there's four of them?
And then if you come around this way.
Right, those nice lions.
Guess who you got there, Paul?
Who have we got? I don't know, that's...
The cross in the shield, should be careful, hey?
Oh, yes, of course it is, yeah, it's St George.
Yep.
No worries.
And then on the east, we have the Passion.
Oh, let's go around to the east. And there we go. That's gorgeous.
So that's the cross.
Nice little font cover on it.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
The
Full of
cover,
memorials.
The font cover
Yeah.
is probably 17th century or early 18th century.
Yeah.
So you're talking 1600, 1700s there for that.
Beautiful.
I think it might have had a little bit of damage on the top there.
It looks like it has. Let's have
It
a...
looks like it's been a bit chipped away, doesn't
Let's
it?
use washing line can and have a look.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at ourselves later.
Have a look at that window up there, look.
It's gorgeous, isn't
I
it?
don't think it's medieval.
No, that's not.
It's nothing to get your knickers going, is it? But those little suns in the middle panel there could be, and there's some little bits down there. I haven't found anything about William Dowsing being here.
No.
That doesn't mean to say that he didn't.
He probably poked his head in at some point. And you said about the columns have come from
Sibton Abbey.
Sibton Abbey.
Now, Sibton Abbey was sold in 1536 to none other than the Duke of Norfolk. And it's likely that it's the 13th century, and it's likely that they came from there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can pick up on that, Paul, but they actually lean outwards.
We are very much on the wonk with this church, so...
Yeah.
But it's weird because the outside, when you walk up to it, I must admit I was very unimpressed. But if the church is empty, as we say, it doesn't appear to be used now, although you can still get married here if you so wish. Where you'd sit, I don't know. But
I think you'd have to bring your own chair.
it's got some lovely old bits. The older end of the church is definitely down there in the chancel. But let's have a look. Shall we have a look at some of the memorials? Because the the floor is absolutely full of tombs.
Let's have a look.
Do you want to start here?
Yeah, because we've got loads and loads of memorials in here. So we've got Joseph Linnington, who was a gent, and he died in 1800, aged 82. So no mean age for the period.
It isn't, is it?
No. Also the Reverend Leggett, 34 years his vicar. So, you know, it's quite a
They lived. I'll
range.
tell you what, vicars lived, didn't they? Have you ever noticed it?
He did.
Because we visited one last week, and the poor guy got hung as being a witch by the Witchfinder General. And
He was in his 80s.
He's in his 80s. He'd been in a church for 50 years, in that one church. That's incredible.
But you look at the one, is it Ufford? He died when he was 111.
111. I'm in the wrong job.
And you've got, is that one in up
I'm
in
just
Latin,
seeing if you can
isn't
see
it?
that up there. There we go.
Unfortunately,
We
I
can't read. It's too dark in here.
It
A
is
nice
too
little
dark,
shield.
but it is in Latin.
Of
But
Dorothy.
it's for Thomas Wharton de Lynn.
Yeah, I don't know what's in the water around here. Like Dorothy Pike Scrivener, daughter of John Fisher, Bishop of Salisbury, and Dorothy Scrivener, his wife, born 1708, died 1889,
She was
aged 91. There's got to be
Yeah,
something.
you think that we only live to this great age in the 20th and the 21st century. It's not true. There were people who died who were really old.
That's it. I don't know if the camera can make it out. We've got
Right,
another
Charles
Scrivener.
Yep.
Let's have a look at that memorial.
Probably my ancestor, you know.
Oh yeah, you're related to them all, aren't you?
I am related to probably everybody.
Most of mine got sent to Australia.
Yes.
It's been threatened with me a few times, I can tell you.
Yes. Right, so he had a mind adorned with every virtue, to which were added, by the assistance of an excellent understanding of the accomplishments, becoming the son, the husband, and the friend. He died the 18th of December 1751, aged 57 years. Universally lamented, he married Margaret, the daughter of Francis Bedingfield, Esquire, of Redlingfield in Suffolk. She died 13th of June 1748, aged 56. Now, if someone could say that about me when I'm not here, that'd be lovely.
I said something when I went off earlier and nobody listened to me.
Yeah, so in loving memory of Egerton Bagot Bird Levered Scrivener.
God, that's a name, isn't
Yeah,
it?
he's a captain in the Royal Navy. Born Milford Hall, Stafford, 11th of February 1857. Died at Sibton Abbey, 9th of July 1954. And of Mabel, his wife, daughter of Sir Harry Parkes, KCB, CC, is that GC? MG?
MC, yeah.
Who died at Oxford, 6th of May 1890.
Good Lord. There's more at the end there. I mean, oh, look, there's the pews. Like they're all stacked up behind the organ.
Yes, yeah.
We have a look. Well, there's a sign there that says Suffolk Coastal District Council, which we would imagine is
Now
who's
look
looking
at
after.
that one there, we've missed this.
We've missed one. Let's have a look at this memorial. And a Marianne Scrivener.
I didn't see these chairs all stacked up here.
Oh, lovely chairs. Marianne Scrivener.
Yeah, who lies buried in the Protestant cemetery at...
Something Chapelle in Germany.
Oh, okay. She was young in age, but old in reason, in virtue, and in piety.
Oh, God, that's a bit boring, isn't it?
And was on the 11th of August 1781, at the age of 23, taken from her parents, her sister and her friends, to be placed among the angels for whole society. She was so early qualified.
Okay, mate.
Okay. Also, the memory of Dorothea, sister of the above and heir of J.F. Scrivener, Esquire. She was married to Dr. John Fisher, Bishop of Salisbury. That was her over there.
Oh, yeah.
Died September the 5th, 1831, aged 69, and was buried by the side of her husband in St George's Chapel, Windsor.
Yeah.
What an accolade was that?
And there's even one buried behind the chairs, another Scrivener.
Yeah, but we can't get to that.
No, let's just have a look.
Look at the niche here, look.
This is, you know, I know we go a bit, whoa, when we see medieval painting, but it is rare.
Yeah.
And it's been covered over for centuries. That's how it survived, because it was all covered over. I mean, you can see the church has been repurposed.
Yeah.
We've got more of this. Ooh, a bit of a
I
bit
don't
of a late.
think that's a medieval.
No, that is not. No.
But it's still interesting because
I'm trying to
I've got
think.
a feeling this is newer than that.
I think it could be. They've pulled it out and redone it.
Yeah.
There's some. There's some.
This is taken from somewhere.
Yeah, let's have a look. Look at those niches and that beautiful red colour.
Now, do you want to have a look at this?
Let's turn round.
Unfortunately, there is something missing in this church that I thought was going to be here, and it isn't, that would explain this.
It's a large
Now-
queen fan, right?
This, and I do apologise for the pronunciations, I have absolutely no idea how you pronounce this, but it's a palimpsest brass, and I hope I've got that right. Now, it means that this has been repurposed. It was another brass that had been engraved, and it's been flipped over, and the plain side has been engraved. Now, this is for Edmund and Margaret Chapman. Now, it's 15-inch brass figures, and they kneel facing each other, as you can see.
Yeah.
And they've got their sons and daughters standing behind them.
And it's in English, which is quite.
Yeah. So
Here
it says,
was my-
here was my native soil, and here I led a quiet life. Full 70 years, and here to me, by Margaret, my wife. 8 sons and daughters, 5 were born, and here I yielded have. Here do I, Edmund Chapman, torn to that same soil again. We brought me faith and something me, I can't read it, prolonging life in vain, and wish that each man could this lesson learn of me, and so to live and so to die, to live eternally.
And it's unusual to see brasses at all in churches now, isn't it?
It is.
These have
and
been covered over with rubber mats, haven't they, to sort
yeah,
of protect
there's
them?
a load more.
Let's have a look.
We'll have a look at those in a minute if we get a chance.
But you can see the floor is absolutely full of tombs.
Yeah.
Let's
and
go on
there's
the
some more
chancel.
grasses under these mats, I should imagine.
I would, if you want to pull them up. Got here the chancel roof is obviously 19th century. That's been been rehacked. But well, what do? Do you replace something to make it look like it? We've got lots of heraldic ledger stones here. There's some gorgeous memorial. This one gets me. This one here, isn't that just gorgeous?
You like that one, don't
Yeah,
you?
Vivit post funera virtus.
Yeah. So all the windows in this church are Victorian.
painting.
But just look at this memorial on the wall here
Yeah.
to Paul's left.
We've got the old bit there.
Oh,
with
he
the
will show
scene.
you in a moment.
I'll get there, mate, don't you worry. I'm going to stand up here. There we go, there's the bottom of it. This one, they've been clever, they've put a load of... Oh, that isn't English, I thought it was in Latin when I walked up here earlier.
So
But look at that.
So it's St Edmund Barker, Knight, Lord of the Manor at Hall, gentleman, pensioner in ordinary to King Charles II,
Yeah.
and a person of a proved piety and prudence, exemplar for his loyalty to his prince, conformity to his church and to his friends, conjugal affection to his dear and well-deserving wife Mary, an eldest daughter of Sir William Cooper of Rackling Court in the country of Kent, knight and baronet, by whom, having had one son and one daughter, both taken,
Yes, you
hence
look.
in their infancy, after his
There's one.
something years happy wedlock with her was on.
There's the other.
Oh,
The
where
little
you
babies, the little babies at the end.
yeah.
And that's quite touching.
Now, when you see, unfortunately, a memorial like this, and we're going to see one later, I hope, when you've got a child that's got a skull in its hand like that, it normally means that that child died before the parents.
Oh, right, okay.
Normally when you see a skull in a church, it's sort of to remind you that death is going to come to whoever watches this. But in this case, it normally means that the child died before mum and dad.
Oh, and it's quite touching.
Yeah.
Because we've said it before, haven't we? When we're looking at ledger stones in here, So just have a turn round. I'll walk this way. The scene and the seat there, priest's door.
It's nice to see that the
Chancel arch
floor
in the back.
hasn't been raised that much. It has been a little bit, because normally you get the height of the piscina lost because the floor's been raised.
Yeah. But if we have a look, the whole church is full of it. But if we can just get a view through the chancel arch there, it's a really interesting place because without the pews in it as well, it actually gives you a bit more of an idea.
Now, I'm going to see if I can...
Oh! Can't do it now.
No, you do it. I'll hold the camera.
You hold the camera.
You do it. You lift it up. I don't think we're going to see a lot of this one.
Okay.
So, you've got the under bit of the...
Here lies buried the Edmund Chapman Barker, deceased 1626, issued by
Marianne, who's sold, and
sons and daughter, aged 64.
yeah.
Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Look.
Yeah.
These guys, they look like they're...
Unfortunately, we can't see all of it, and there's supposed to be a picture of this somewhere in here as well. I think because this is not used, a lot of it's been taken away.
I'm going to put the mat back.
Yeah.
Because most churches, there's not a lot of brasses in churches that we visit.
No.
And they discourage brass rubbing there, which is a shame because that would be a gorgeous one to do.
Yeah. Paul, there's another one under this mat here that you can see.
Let's have a look. Just come here with the pew ends.
Yeah, don't gouge your eyes out on them. See,
nice.
so you've got another one here.
1582.
So, I can't see because there's a big shadow going across there. We need a torch.
Shall I try my phone?
Right, hang on a moment. Right, I think, what year did you say it was?
1582 is
Yeah.
the date on it.
It's a brass for John and Julian Chapman, 1582. So it's lacking his head apparently. Part of her gown has come apart. And there's separate groups of children, which are those little ones down there.
Is that helping any?
It's just,
Probably not a lot, is it?
not really. Do you want to see if you can come over here and read it? Yeah, you take hold of that.
Okay, no problem.
And then you see if you can read it.
Okay. Under here buried Lady of John Chapman, something Barker of Sutton, who deceased
Day of
March, Anno Domini 1582, being of something, and his wife,
his only wife,
and daughters, something of the day of his death.
Yeah.
But I mean, aren't they gorgeous? Just look at that image there of those children. It's just gorgeous. I think that's lovely with these brasses.
Yeah.
How they add things like this onto it. You aren't putting the mat down, right?
I don't think I can bend love.
Oh, Emma, do you want to take the washing line?
Yeah. So the beauty of this church really is the monuments in it are absolutely incredible. And you start off with the memorials by coming through the Lich Gate, which is a memorial to all those they lost in the First World War. And then you've just got this one here, and it's written in Latin, but it's just exquisitely painted up there. And it's for John Scrivener and somebody else, Rodolphus Scrivener. Something about Walsingham. I really can't read Latin. Perhaps if I hold that there long enough, you can press pause and you can see. And then someone's been a bit cheeky.
Who's been cheeky?
I think one of our grandsons has been here. Look at the dinosaur.
Oh, yes. I have never seen a coat of arms of a dinosaur before. That is good. And a Tyrannosaurus. They must have been important people.
Yes. So we've got Philip preached unto him, Jesus. Something was moved within. Now, I believe it's this one. Yes, it is. Unfortunately, we can't get into the vestry, which is a shame.
No.
Because it does have a fireplace in there, and it said Peter stood and warmed himself across the chimney breast, which I would have loved to have seen. I do love a little bit of humour.
I love things like that.
Yeah.
I love it. I just love this roof in this church as well.
Yeah, let's just take one last look, and then I think we ought to walk down to the Lich Gate. Now, this church, it is not in a great spot. Are you going to shut the doors, my lovely?
You go through first, because if not, I'll have to shut you in. You don't like that.
No, I won't.
That means I can go down the pub. Oh,
Yeah. No, you're going to drive back, though. All right. So, no, it's shut. Yeah.
Beautiful Norman arch.
It is lovely Norman arch.
It's incredible, isn't it? It's so nice to see that survive.
Yeah, it's not been overdone, has it? Well,
No.
the church has been overdone, but
Okay, keep the birdies out.
you've got to put that latch over and then put the chain through.
Yeah, no worries.
Now, I'm going to ask you, good folk, the 9 subscribers that we've got, I know, we're doing really well. We would like to know what this is.
1998 in a day.
And I'd like to know what it is. I haven't got a
It's
clue.
money box.
It's a money box.
Yeah,
There we go. We've found that out.
there you go.
Paul, ever the determined.
That's it.
Now, this church is not in a great place for parking
You might
wise.
be able to see the Abbey.
I might be able to from here. It is over the road. So you've got this Lich Gate that was erected for the First World War. It is a memorial. And it does say in the entrance there, lest we forget. I couldn't see anybody's names. There are some names in there, but it's not clear.
It's worth saying that on there, lest we forget. And
Yeah.
we've got to remember, these villages, especially in this part of the world, they lost, they lost a whole generation to this war.
See, there's names up
there's
here,
names,
but normally when you see names, they'll say Royal Navy, Air Force, or not in the word First World War, I know, but they normally have something a bit more than just their names, like they have a number or something like that, or Sergeant or something. So we've got G. Weavers, S. Woodward, A.G. Wincop, A. Springthorpe, S.H. Threadgale.
It's on this side then, let's have a look.
Oh, I can't see this side.
No, I can't, it's too dark.
Yeah,
Goddard is one name I can read.
yeah. So it's lovely, and as you can see, we've got a man over there. He is pruning back the hedges and the trees and things. So as I've been trying to say, parking here is not great. Yeah, at the moment it's made a little bit difficult because we have got a van here, and there's the churchmobile there. So there is spaces for a few people, but it's a very busy road here, and it's in.
Do you want me to take the camera over and if I survive, I'll be able to show you where the Abbey ruins are?
I don't. Are they in that field over the
I
road?
think they are. Let's have a look. Let's have a. It's unlocked, right? We're gonna have a look. This road is busy. Right. No, you're right. So we look right, we look left, we look right again, and we close our eyes and we run. Oh, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Still alive. And where is it? Oh, make a liar of me. Oh no. Oh well. Somewhere in there, we've spotted it before, is the ruin. I think it's just down there. There's the ruins of Sibton Abbey, and that is where a lot of the stone for this church came from. Oh well. Oh, look at this. It's, as you can see, it's a very, very busy road. Anyhow, thank you for joining us on Great British Churches. Until next time, if you like and subscribe, and we'll see you again. Bye bye.